Live. You're live. Thank you.
Hey,
Hi. Hi,
hey.
Mariam. Good
Hello,
to see you.
Lilian. Nice to see you, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
I'm very good. Thank you. Looking beautiful.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming to this channel. I really appreciate. So I think in a second we'll be starting.
All right.
All right. There we are. All right. There we are. Okay. Hi. So I'll just do the introduction here. So, hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lilianshiruukrn1722. I trained back in Kenya as a registered nurse, and apparently, I work in the UK as a registered nurse. So, guys, in today's video, I have a very, very special guest, very dear to me, a friend to me, and she'll tell us about herself. And today, we're gonna discuss about the living care job. You know, guys, what has happened is that the living care jobs, they have like do you know, you guys even like earn more than nurses, but we'll be finding out soon. She will explain to us how a care assistant can earn more than a nurse in this video. So Mariam, kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for having me here. My name is Mariam Paulson, and I am originally from Tanzania, living in UK, and I've lived a little bit in Norway and a little bit in Sweden, so I'm a little bit all over the place. But yeah, I am Tanzanian and I am a mother of three.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. You can also tell them that you have a YouTube channel.
Yes, guys, I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on Mariam Paulson, and my YouTube channel, we normally do a little bit of everything. I love hair, so a little bit of that, and I travel a lot. So with that, I take you along with me, and I hope you enjoy it with all the things that we do in between there.
Yeah, so I'll be pinning her channel down in the comment section below. Guys, go check there. Kindly remember to support her. Yeah, and she's a healthcare assistant. So, Mariam, if you could give us a little background of your care job, where you started and where are you at the moment.
I came to know about living in care for like 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
I applied while I was in Sweden. So I just woke up one day and I decided to apply, and I got an answer, very quick answer. And the living in care, it's something that I learned along the way, which is very good for a person that wants to start life, or you don't have a family or whatever it is. Even if you have a family and you are able to work as a living in, because you are actually living with someone. You are living there 24 hours. You may have 3 hours break, 1 hour break, or 2 hours break. It depends on the company's policy. So, but it's a very good thing for me. It was for me to start having to establish myself here in UK.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Mm.
So someone may ask, because I can see we already have a few people on our live. Thank you so guys for joining. If someone would ask you, how do you get these jobs? You know, yourself, you're already in the UK, yeah, and you've told us you live in Sweden as well, in Norway. Like, how did you get? You said you've known about 2 years about these jobs, but
Hmm.
if someone is outside the UK, if
Hmm.
they want to work like in a live-in care, how do they get these jobs? Like because
Yes.
you said you applied, so how do you
Yes.
go about it to get the job?
Wonderful. What it's actually very easy, and the demand is there. So if you're outside, you just go, basically what I did, I went to Google and I searched for care jobs. And within care jobs, I did not know there was anything that calls living in care. So while I searched it, and I found there was something called living in care. That means I don't have to pay rent from the first month that I come here, but I do work and I get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So going to Google, searching for companies, and just ask for living in care or living in assistant, and you basically will have the whole much companies that will show up, and definitely one of them will suit you to your demands.
Wow, that's good. So it's like an agency that is recruiting, or is it just a
Yes, yeah.
recruiter?
Yeah, it would be an agency that will recruit you, or sometimes they have companies that the people they search for them personally. So it depends which company you land into. So it may be as you, for me, I did not get like person, I had a recruitment. So but they are where the private people, like somebody will just go and search for some care for their father, their aunt, their son, their sisters, and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. So the only difference we have here, it's you're a healthcare assistant yourself, yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
it's only that you are living in these persons. You know, you're a care you giver. No, you're care service user. You live in their homes, and you've mentioned you don't even pay rent, right? From the time
Yes,
you arrive there, yeah.
yes, yes. I am a caregiver. I do care. So, and my job is to care for a person in need in their home, in their space.
All right.
It could be as well, not only in their home. Sometimes you may have a package that requires you to travel or travel with them, or do different tasks. So you have to be a little bit a multitask person as well. But at the same time, people are not the same. They will also probably someone that just stays at home 24 hours. So it's different. It depends which client you are getting.
All right. So there must be like an allocation. And probably I think these ones are done in the hospital. Maybe this person is in the hospital when they are being discharged. They are discharged now under the package that you are talking about, yeah? Depending on their needs.
Depending on their needs. Majority of people, when they want a living in care, it's basically all starts. Majority of them starts in the hospital. They're in the
Okay.
hospital for a while. Them and their social worker, their healthcare workers, and then they will transfer them home to their home, to private home, where they also learn how to take care of that person in their home. So now they are no longer in the hospital, but they are
Mm-hmm.
in their own private homes. And that can be also differently, because there are so many different ways of caring, of being a carer. It can have as we have as we are different, they are also different, and all have the different needs. So it depends what person or what client you'll be having in that moment. But before you even get the job, you'll be able to have training. You'll be
Okay.
able to have all the information what you require to have from your company,
Okay.
and as well you should be able to feel safe into the place where you are going to be in the replacement.
Wow. Maybe before we go further into details to your job, I just have one questions for you. You know, most viewers in my channel, they're outside UK, the viewers, and we usually come here with a sponsorship. Yeah, we are given visa and work permit. Do you know of anybody who has come through that way? They have been sponsored to live here in the UK and to work in a live-in care job.
Yes, I know some people that have, but I'm not saying all companies are doing that, but some they're
Okay.
doing it. And now it's actually a very great opportunity for people to apply, especially to those countries that can apply. You should apply and try if you really want to try this out. Um, yes, they are. There are some
Oh,
people that are doing that, and there are some company they don't get quite the same visa for living in, because normally is for my company that I work for, they don't take living in care for, they don't pay the visa for that, for living in, but
okay.
only for the domiciliary. But that is the only one company. We're talking about so many other company, and they all have their own way of running their company.
All right. My take from this, I think someone should not limit themselves. Yeah, they should
Yes,
apply to as many companies as possible if they want to work in
absolutely,
the live-in care. Yeah, but then they
absolutely.
should be checking those people. If you're outside the UK, guys, you should be checking those people who are giving you the sponsorship. Those people who are gonna give you the visa to stay here in the UK. That's what Maria
Absolutely.
is trying to
Mhm.
tell us, because not all companies gonna give you the work permit or the visa,
Mhm.
to come
Yes.
and work here in the UK. So you have to make your choice well. Wow, that's
Mm.
good. Thank you
You
so much
must
for
do your
that.
diligence, and you really must do your
Mhm.
diligence. And for some companies, they will just want you to have a place to stay that is close to their job.
Okay.
But then some company will also provide you a home accommodation. So
Mhm.
those are the things that you yourself, you take up on yourself to look what they're offering you and how can you maneuver through it.
Wow, wow, that's great. And guys, in case you have any questions, remember to leave in the comment section below. I will see them and then we can get to answer them. Now, from moving from how you get these jobs, maybe now you can tell us your roles as a healthcare worker in a living care. Maybe give us your roles, like what are your responsibilities? What do you do? Like you can run
Uh,
us throughout your day or throughout your night. I don't know how you
yeah.
work. Night shift, day shift. You can tell us how you work, and then maybe I'll ask the questions from there.
Okay. Normally you're supposed to work 8 hours a day, but
Wow.
once you do living in care, and that's what they pay a little bit better. That's why they pay a little bit better than the Dalmatian one. So it's just that it's different from a person to person, because everybody have different needs and everybody have different function in their body. What I do is that I take care of what they need, and I have so many different clients as well. So I've learned a lot from each and every one of them. It's different, but in the contract, majority of the time, they will say it's 8 hours, but it's really actually more hours than that. And remember, you
Mm-hmm.
also have 2 hours break or 3 hours break. It depends. And some other places, they may have even 6 hours break.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it also depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you are not going to work from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock. No,
Mm-hmm.
you do have a moment of relaxation within that time. You're not gonna work like a slave. No,
Yeah.
um, you will work. My work, as for now, my work starts at 7 o'clock. I give my medication, and I relax. I take my tea. I do this. I do that. Whatever I feel like, shower in the morning. But then 8 o'clock, I have another care that will come in and
Wow.
help me to shower the person that I'm caring for, and I'll stay with my client. And after that, a while, sometimes later, I have my break. Basically, I really don't really do so very much, but then you do so very much because your brain is working and your mind is always there to take care of somebody else. But it doesn't mean you do that 24 hours. You do have breaks. Absolutely.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. I take this. You've said someone comes to help you in the morning. Wow, that's wonderful. So I take if you have a client who is like what, let's say two assisted, yeah. So if the
Double.
client is
Yeah.
two assisted, they gonna send you someone to assist you.
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Well,
wonderful.
because Lillian, they do that is because, as I said, when you come from the hospital, that it requires the social security is there. the healthcare, all of it has taken months and time to really write down your care plan. So a job for two people cannot be done by one person.
Okay.
So it depends from a person to a person. So in some other places where you may get, probably there are two living in care that lives in a one place to
Wow.
be
Okay.
able to care for that one person. So
Okay.
it's a big field. It's a lot to do and it's a lot to learn, but it's all doable.
Wow, wow. Okay, maybe I can just mention that the way you said they sent someone is because of the safety, because at times maybe
Definitely.
you too assisted, maybe you're using the walking aids or maybe the hoist, the hoist, yeah, for transfer and
Mm-hmm,
stuff like that.
mm-hmm,
And those
mm-hmm,
are things that you can't do alone, yeah.
mm-hmm,
So this one, it's a care plan that has been done from the hospital before this person
mm-hmm,
comes home.
mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm so happy to know that, because there are people who are wondering, if I go, I'm all alone, how do I get to manage, this person, my client? But then I understand that they'll send you someone in between when you require them, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And have you to remind that if there is any danger for you that you feel like, because the best way is for you to be open and honest to your company. If you cannot do it, then you better have somebody, not you, but the company will send you somebody that will teach you, that will manually teach you everything that you need to know until you feel comfortable. You should never say yes to something that you don't feel okay and you're not confident in doing so, because remember, we are talking about life of people, and that can be very serious if something goes wrong. So I think both the company and the clients and the family clients, all of us, they should be feeling that you can, and you also should be feeling safe and confident that you can do the task that is required for you to do before they send you. And once you are there, you also get something called handover. So you learn from that as well, and for you to be comfortable. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, that's my daughter. Mama, no, 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 no.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'll call you once I'm done.
Hey, Marlene.
I saw like a video and I thought my mom was done and she
It's okay,
edited.
mommy. I'll call you once I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No worries. Guys, sorry, that's my daughter. She came to check up if I'm done. All right. Okay. Thanks, Nasideo. I can see you are here. Thanks so much for coming, Nasideo. Shout out to her. She has a channel as well. Kindly visit her channel. Yeah. So, Mariam, you've mentioned about giving medication, and then maybe the care and stuff. Do you prepare food and stuff? We need to know, even when you're preparing like food for your client, what do you have something you follow? Like, is
Yes,
there
of course.
guidelines? Yeah.
Yes, there are something called care plan. In that
Okay.
care plan, it should be the preference of the client, what they want to eat, what they want to drink, if they are diabetic, what is their nutrition, who is their nutritionist, and who is their nurse, who is their GP, which is
Okay.
the doctor. So it's a lot. It is a lot to know, but you will know it once you're there as well. So it sounds a lot, but
Okay.
then yeah, it's just a routine.
All right. I understand. Wow, that's good. So, if you have the care plans, I take maybe there are nurses then who usually come visit the house, or maybe you have to take your client to the hospital for
Yeah.
appointments and stuff
Sometimes
like
I have to
that.
take sometimes I have to take my client to the hospital, and
Okay.
sometimes we will have nurses come over, and sometimes I have to order transportation. And because sometimes people, like I said, they are different. Some of them, they can take a taxi, which is very normal and okay. That means the person can go. But then you have clients that they will require maybe ambulance to come, and pick them up. So you have to order it before time and make sure that everything goes before time. You prepare before that time. So, and all of those, it is done, it is written in the care plan how to do and what kind of transportation the person needs, and also where you are going. Is it a place that is suitable for that person that is
Okay.
going there? So
All right.
sometimes you just have to say no. Like last whatever, I had to say no because they had to come here and check the eyes because we couldn't go where they were. So that's just something that you as a person, you as a carer have to take up on responsibility, because you do have responsibility over for that person.
Wow. Do you know something? You are like a nurse. Because when I'm working in a care home, what you're talking about is exactly what I usually do. Those are my responsibility to know
Mm-hmm,
of my clients, to
mm-hmm,
know the medication, to follow the care plans on the diet, to know, the hygiene,
mm-hmm.
toileting. Those are my responsibilities when I'm in a care home. Only that when I'm in a care home now, I'll be having the healthcare assistant. We can work together, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll be giving medication. The healthcare assistant, they won't give medication in a care home, you know.
No, they
But
won't.
yourself,
Yeah.
you are giving medication. Do you have like
Mhm.
we usually call it like a mark sheet? Do you have somewhere you sign off the medication once you give it?
Absolutely. I in a good company, you will have a match sheet. You will have to document basically everything that you do.
Wow.
And
Okay.
why they do that is because so they can know what the person goes through. Because maybe the end of the year, let's say someone just have changed of personality,
All
right?
right. Yeah.
But if you don't write how this person is daily, then it will be very hard for a doctor to just come today and say, oh, this person have developed um, dementia has grown, or lost of tongue, lost of speaking, or so they can't. So that's why we have to document everything that's happening, what they're eating, how much they're eating, how much they are drinking, how much
Okay.
the fluid is coming out, and
Yeah.
how they're sleeping, how their day has been, where have they been, and
Okay.
all of those, because they have to be evaluated basically mentally, physically, emotionally. All
Mm-hmm.
of those things come to an account when they make an assessment.
Wow. Wow. It's good to
Yeah.
know. I feel like in a care, not care home, in a home setting, everything is like simplified because it's like one-to-one care. Yeah. And you have everything, like you have the documents to follow, then you have to put in if to feed in your documentation as well. So you're comparing notes for the nurse, for the doctor, are you doing the right thing and stuff like
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
And
remember that you are not alone. Even though I am alone, like I'm physically alone
yeah.
at work,
Mm-hmm.
with my client, but I am never alone. Remind you that you have in your company, you have a manager, you
Okay.
have you have a whole team behind you,
All right.
and not only that, you have NHS, you have
Okay.
a GP where you can have GP, you have their family, you have their everything that it requires about that person well-being. It's
Okay.
already set in place. So you are alone, but
Okay.
not alone.
Wow, that's good. And I'm happy to hear that the family they are around, like they usually get to, to help out and stuff like that,
They don't
different
normally
clients.
they
Mm-hmm.
don't have to help you. They don't have to help you, but they are there to make a decision, whether it be money,
Uh-huh.
how you handle money, whether
Okay.
be it is cleaning or whether be whatever it is. Like for me now, I can call maybe the family of my client and say, um, I need papers, I need toilet papers, or I need these things for this person. I need new clothes. I feel like my clients need new clothes
All right.
or stuff like that. So there's a lot, and everybody have their part. You have the I as a carer have a part to take care daily of the well-being of my
All right.
patient, my
Mm-hmm.
client.
Okay.
But then I'm not alone in making those decisions. Even if I suspect maybe now my client is having headache or something, right? It's too warm
Yeah.
because it's the heat outside. I'm
Uh-huh.
not just gonna say, I'm just gonna do this or do that. No,
Okay.
as a person, I will probably take a phone call to the manager, take a phone call to the nurse, to the district nurse, or anybody that will
Mhm.
be able to help me. So you are not alone. You alone, yeah, I don't know what to
You're
say,
not
but
I
you are
understand. Yeah.
not alone. You always have support, and use that support for your
Yeah.
own sake. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Like there's a whole team behind you. Wow,
Hmm.
that's really good. Now
Yeah.
let's go. Now I think people have understood the roles of a care staff or carer in a home setting where you are living with your care service
Hmm.
user. So let's go to the salary. I know many people they are waiting for this because I did mention when you're starting that you guys you're earning more than nurses. Maybe you can give us a range of how much a carer who is living care how much do they earn roughly? Maybe you can estimate for us.
um you know what I love about UK is very wonderful. It's very good place for you to develop yourself, to
Yeah.
grow.
Mm-hmm.
When I came,
Mm-hmm.
I only had £500 a week. Five
Okay.
hundred pound a week. It was okay, but then if you are me, of course, you read a little bit, you start learning like how to make more money, and you start, if you're that person, I mean, hey,
Mm-hmm.
we're coming to actually make a living. So
Okay. Uh-huh.
I start looking to other places, and I can see that other places there are paying better. So it
Okay.
depends where you land and where you want to start. But I started with 500, and I moved on to where they pay more. And there are also other places where they pay more than what
Wow.
I'm getting paid now. So yes, there are really doors for you to be able to make money. Some they get paid 500, 700, 600, 800, 900, 1,000, and that is for a week, for 7 days. And yeah, so it is good. It's just really how thirsty you are and how willing you are to search for those jobs, and how good you are, because once you get it, you have to keep it.
Wow, imagine I read online before we came to do this. I've been researching. I had wanted to do this topic, but then I was like, hey, I have a friend in this. Why don't she come and maybe just explain to us how it goes? And I could see some companies were starting as from 500, just the way you said, there were companies paying £700 a week. There are
Mm-hmm,
companies paying 750 a week. So it's your
mm-hmm,
intelligence, and it's
mm-hmm,
you to know which company you want to work for, where you're going to get
mm-hmm,
this opportunity where you earn more money. And that's what I'm saying. You're earning more. Okay, let's go to the list, which is starting 500. That is 2,000 a month in 4 weeks.
yeah,
And for nurses, if we compare, there's some nurses, not everybody, but it depends with where you're working, just the way you are saying. They
exactly.
they receive like 15, 1,500, 1,600, or yeah, 1,018, yeah, 1,800, 1,800 a month. That's why I'm saying your roles, like this job comes with the responsibilities, yeah, and you are paid for that work. And that's why personally I would advise someone to take the live-in care job, because as advantages, you said you don't pay the rent, maybe you
Mm-hmm,
just have to provide for your food. Maybe you can
mm-hmm.
tell us, you just have
Uh,
to provide your
where
food
I
and
am now,
uh-huh.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't pay for my food. I
Wow.
get, yes, the family pay me for the food. And
Okay.
you go to other places, the family will provide you the food. And
Okay.
some companies, of course, they will tell you to pay for your own food. But then, yeah, it really depends where you land on. The thing I like about these countries is that you have possibility to always do great,
Wow.
to always research, and you will do just fine. You may land up in a place where I land up like 500, and I was like, the 500 is not good enough for me. And then, yeah. So,
You know, I work 39 hours a week as a nurse in a care home.
mhm,
And when I was
mhm,
starting those years ago, when I was starting before the increment started, I was being paid, I would say without extra hours, I was being paid
mhm.
1,800 a month without overtime for 39 hours as a registered nurse. That's why I'm saying you guys, you're paid much better than nurses, you know? Because I can't compare where I am because I have experience and stuff. So of course my salary has increased, but
Yes, of course,
then
yeah.
you, if we say you the least paid carer in a care home setting, no, not care home, in a living care setting, they are being paid £2,000 a month.
Mhm.
When I was starting, I was being paid 1,800 without overtime. So for me to
Mhm.
get that 2,000, I must work like an extra day to earn that money.
And
Wow.
remind you, and
Mm-hmm.
remind you, they would also hire someone
Mm-hmm.
who barely have experience, but they will give you the training that is needed. And then
Wow.
some company will also support you to grow, to go in further education if you want that, and they will do that. So it's just basically good for yourself. When you grow more, you have more experience, you have
Mm-hmm.
more papers to diploma, whatever it is, you have it, you put it aside for your own growth. So
Yeah.
it's really wonderful. And if you get a good company, you stick to it and you grow there, and you know, sky is your limit.
Wow. And you can become a nurse if you want. You
If you
can
want
become
to, yes, yes, you have
wow.
to work hard for it. You have to take, and that's a good thing about this living in care, because
Yeah.
I have
Mm-hmm.
so many hours that I sit and not doing it so much. And thankfully, there are so many courses you can take online.
Yeah.
So you can still develop yourself while you are making money if you just
Yeah.
use
So
little bit.
would you maybe say this is the difference? Because I know you have a background in a care home setting where you are a
Mm-hmm,
care,
mm-hmm,
care healthcare assistant, yeah,
mm-hmm,
in a home care setting. What's
mm-hmm.
the difference, like now, or at a personal level?
Well,
At a
like I
personal
said,
level,
I
what
think,
difference do you see?
yeah, I think you can remember when I was calling you and telling you that, Liliana, this money is not
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So, I think because of that,
Uh-huh.
that is why I chose living in care.
Oh,
And but also it's something that I came to learn. It's not something that I just had. I did not know. So I learn and I'm like, okay, I'm alone. Why not? I can do this. And
mm-hmm.
I save money instead of using money into what me and my family needs. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's on
Mhm.
it's only that I have to be in my own house. Otherwise I'd prefer that one because I don't have to pay rent,
Yeah,
I'm
you
provided
have
with
to because you
food.
have a child. You understand?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you alone, you have a child. If you do this, who will take care of Marlin? You know, so
Yeah.
it's also something to consider. So,
Mm-hmm.
but if someone you can be free, why not?
Okay, let me just ask. You did mention when we were beginning this live session here. You said you have like 2-3 hours off in a day. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but we used to have like in a care home, we used to have like a full day off or maybe a night off. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Mm-hmm.
it the same for you or what's the
For
difference?
some, for some people are like that. They will
Uh-huh.
have maybe a whole day off, or
Okay.
like one day or one weekend. It really depends on which packaging you are entering in. So as
Okay.
for me, it
Uh-huh.
would be it would be not convenient for me to
Okay.
have 2 days off,
Mm-hmm.
because that means first of all I will have to travel very far, and
Yeah.
that costs money,
Yeah.
and it's not convenient for me. But yes, they are. They are. They are.
Uh-huh. Because now you're in London. I know we didn't
Mhm.
mention you're in London, but you're in London. And we know there's a good life in London. Do you have like your own time? Like do you get to create time maybe to have your leisure time outside, go visit the London city center and stuff like that?
Yes, I do have 2 hours break, and
Okay.
within those 2 hours break, I can go outside. And also, if I would like, it's really about the communication. I may not have a break today and tomorrow, and save those 2 hours together, and maybe
Yeah.
ask my company, can somebody come and take over
Uh-huh.
here, or so I
Wow.
can have these 4 hours break. I need them.
Yeah.
They understand, and it is not an easy job. So they
Yeah.
do understand that your mental state of mind has to be correct for you to be able to be giving yourself to a person all day long. Because even in the
Wow.
night, you are
Mm-hmm.
sleeping, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but your mind, it should be at work, because you may be needed at
Okay.
any time. You understand?
Yeah, I
So
do. Mm-hmm.
that it goes to the health, and for your mental health, they also consider that, and they will allow you to have your time to be able to do what you need when is possible. A good
Wow.
company would.
Wow, that's really wonderful. So
Mm.
maybe before we finish, I know there are people who will be watching this video after this. Maybe you can give them an advice, like if someone is considering the living care, just give them an advice, like.
If you're
Mhm.
considering a living in care, my dear, it's very good. It is a good place to start. It is a good thing for you and it's actually very easy to get it too. Just search online, search living in care in UK, searching for different companies, apply, do your diligence, take your phone, call them, write an email. Don't be
Mhm.
afraid. There is, what worse can they say is no. That's the worst thing they can say. So don't be afraid to call up on them. Don't be afraid to check up on them. Don't be afraid to send them an email if you're wondering about something. And then just the only thing I've noticed is that if you're gonna ask something,
Mhm.
really ask straight, and
Okay.
ask something that is really important, like intelligent questions. You're asking something, and for your benefit, and then they will answer you. And always keep that in mind. Always research before you ask. Then you will have some knowledge while you're
Okay.
before you're asking it. So
Yeah.
because I've
Uh-huh.
noticed that they really don't like to repeat themselves so very much.
Wow, that's good.
So
Mhm.
within that, do that and apply. There are companies that will pay for your visa, and there are company that won't. But also, even though there are company that will pay for your accommodation, and there are company that would not. So it's something you also have to consider. Take your time and do what is suitable for you. And
Okay.
yeah, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Wow, thank you so much, Mariam.
Yeah,
Wow, I do appreciate you for your time and for your love and support. I
all
even
right.
don't know what to say, and I'm so happy that you are here. And my viewers, they have gotten to hear this from you even before I do a video without so much knowledge, because you've really shared a lot about your work, and I appreciate you for
Mhm.
that. Yeah, may God
Anything
bless
I can
you.
help.
May
God
God
bless
bless you.
you.
So, so guys, if at all you've not subscribed to my channel, can you remember to subscribe to my channel? Once you get to this video, guys, remember to hit that like, yeah, because we are doing a good job to get this information for you so that you won't struggle much when you're looking for these jobs. Yeah, so kindly hit that like button and remember to subscribe. And also remember to subscribe to Mariam's channel. Yeah, I'll leave it in the comment section below. So thank you guys, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. And thanks again, Mariam, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.